Oh, we just finished the script for generating events out of interviews. You see, so we pulled interviews that match certain criteria from this table, process each one of them, and create from that stream we create uh, streams of events, and they are so the flow is like this. So we pull the we open a connection to MongoDB, and we open a stream from MongoDB. So MongoDB will start pushing all the records that match the criteria, and there are two types of records. Uh, it could be a check-in. So when the the action is 01, that's a check-in. When the action is 02, that's an interview. So um, they're mixed in one single stream. So our code split that stream into two streams, and each type will have their own substream basically. And further down, the, those two streams will be split uh, uh, based on the hour of the interview or the check-in date. So the objective is to have a to have files, one file for each hour. And once we have those files, we want to upload them to Hadoop, right? So that uh, uh, at some point we can pick them up from Druid for processing and build the cube. So the file have to be organized like this. So I already ran the script once, well, a couple of times during testing. So the outcome of the entire processing pipeline would be this. So we have check-ins and interviews. So this would be this corresponds to this substreams. The outcomes, and then under each one of them we have this structure: year, month, date, and hour. Okay, so we got this, and this as JSON file. So we are using the reactive programming approach. Uh, so the whole code is completely functional, in written in functional style, in reactive style. It's memory efficient because we are not buffering anything. I mean, minimal buffering. What else? Well, as usual with functional programming, you can reduce the number of lines of codes. It's a bit difficult for anyone who's new to functional programming. They need to wrap their head around the idea. But once you get it, it would be very easy because you just work with filter, map, grouping, split, and stuff like that. The all the kind of things that we would do uh, against any streams of data. So it's very simple. Well, I make it simple because I already uh, organize the code in such ways that you're in your you basically from this point on, For any modification, we will only have to modify this file where we define the transformation from interview to event JSON, because the part that deals with opening stream to Mongo and converting it to reactive stream is already done here. You only have to use it from the code this way. You only have to specify the database name, port, and the table that you want to query, and the filter criteria. And then this one is also done. We don't need to touch it anymore. It basically do the splitting based on this field in the interview data, and performs transformation, performs the specified transformation as specified in this parameter. So this one will not be touched any longer. So you use that on, you only need to use that here. For example, I split it into two substreams. This one, bam, bam. One for check-in, one for interview, and the transformation, they have a different, each one of them has their own transformation code, and the transformation code is here. So at the end of the day, you only have to deal with your transformation logic here. Okay. So let's okay, and the last one, once the stream reach the end of the stream, so all the substreams will also get the same notification at the same point, at the same time. So at these points here, we close the file and then open a connection to Hadoop and upload the file to Hadoop, and that's all. Okay, so I don't need to delete the folder, because at the beginning of this script, we delete those folders, so we will always have a clean folder before we start. Here, once we call the connect on the stream, the whole thing starts running, start kicking in, and the stream, the channel will be open to Mongo, and Mongo start pushing the data, and then the data will start flowing through the sub channels that we created beforehand, before we actually activate the whole pipeline. Okay. Okay, so let's run the script for let's process the interviews that took place on November 2016. So this is the start date and hour, and this is the end date and hour, non-inclusive, so that's why I put the next day here. And what else? Oh, there, I need to show you that currently we don't have the directory name events here in the Druid, and you will see that it will be created by the code along with all the subfolders and the file, of course, at the end of the hourly stream. So it will be created at this point, this point, this, and this, and this point, which actually reflects the end of the master streams here. So once we receive the completion signal from Mongo, then we also get it at these points at the same time, more or less at the same time, and then here basically we open a connection to Druid and upload the file. each one of them, one for each stream. Bam. Oops, we didn't have lots of interviews on that day, only a couple of them. But anyway, let's see on Druid. Refresh. You see, we got the events, we got the check-ins and interviews folder. Under the interviews, we have this for the year, month, date, and each hour. And we got the JSON here. So the data is now already in Hadoop, ready to be picked up by Druid. Because we already organized the files in such structure, so yeah, we can use this granularity pattern in our Druid job indexing descriptor, so Druid knows where to pull the files from when building the cubes. All right, so tomorrow we will start with the Druid things, and then the rest of the week we can work on the dashboard, connecting Druid with, with our data visualization platform. Okay, that's all.